Hello and welcome back to the Fourth Estate Militia Actual Play. Is it time to provoke an attack just to see what happens? I certainly think it is. Improv clarifies her plan on the Matrix side. Kennel climbs into the bed of the pickup truck with some Molotov cocktails. Horatio makes vroom vroom noises while jumping in. And our beloved GM PickledPop has too much fun trying to kill us all. Sadly, Juliet is still moving and couldn't join us, but we tried to commit random horrific acts of violence in her memory. Unfortunately, my jungle internet was clearly hacked by Technomancers, and foul dial-up modem audio was overlaid on some parts of the audio. Certainly, it wasn't my antenna suffering in the rain. It's time to begin episode 71, and there's going to be hideous laughter coming out of the speakers.
From my earlier roles, I'm in position, I think, right? And what I'm going to do, guys, if I see combat stuff going out, I'm going to edit them. Because we're planning to attack at some point in the next couple days, right?
Yes.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put like a switch in there, like upon activation, if date is after X, then rewrite whatever the core bit of it is and make it all garbled and shit. You know what I mean? So it doesn't work.
Wouldn't that be Bootstrap?
So Bootstrap only works on devices, and this is a file. I can do whatever you want, if it's even possible to do that. If not, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of how that would be done. I don't know of a Matrix section that could do that without you actively doing it yourself.
Okay. Well, then I'll just be aware of what part of the file it is, and come go time, I can just trash all the combat stuff then.
Okay.
I just want to know exactly what I will have to be aiming for, which is why I'm snooping it. So, yeah.
No, that's completely fair. And to kind of explain like what you're to try to put me on the same page of like what you guys are doing here. You're more or less like going into the file, erasing or changing whatever the skill soft that you want to change is. And this is like, I don't know how many of you guys have actually used skill softs in the game. Like this is like going into like the online host of like where like if you had the subscription, just going in and messing it up on there.
Sure.
Are we in the same understanding there, or
no? As long as the end result is when so they're not going to be able to access them because come go time, I'm just going to crack this archive and nuke it from orbit, or nuke the bits I need from.
Yeah, you can always do that too.
Yeah. It's before I didn't know what parts I needed to nuke, right? So that's what
okay. Okay, so I see what you're saying now. Okay,
yeah,
we're on the same page.
Well, now
you're just doing this to figure out what's in there.
Yeah.
And what you need to get rid of. Okay.
Now, mechanically, depending on what Improv sees in this the archive, could Improv possibly just set a data bomb for any specific, like whatever combat response soft gets loaded? Would it be possible just to put a FU huge data bomb on that so that if they do try to access it, it just melts someone's brain?
Aren't data bombs limited by the device or by the device rating or processing power or something?
They are. The issue with that, Sonic, is they're going to be trying to disarm that, and I would have to individually set the data bombs. If I'm going to be in here anyway, I don't want them to access these. It's easier for me just to nuke it.
Right? Okay, that works too. I'm trying to get you a decker kill. Data bombs are always a good way to do that.
I'll be fighting their deck the whole time while this is going on. So don't worry about it. I got it.
Okay, no worries.
Improv's ready to go. So whenever you guys are good.
Kennel is in the back of the truck with some Molotov cocktails and a bunch of grenades and all of the changes to the armor and the appearance. We got the shotgun loaded with flechette, and it is on wide choke, and I'm ready to go.
Actually, one last thing. Improv, could you bring me a logic plus sleeves? If you're trying to stay hidden.
Yep.
Miss the days when Improv is threatened by rating 4 hosts.
I mean, I feel like we're coming to the end of the arc here at the power levels we're getting to.
Oh, yeah, completely. Like, you guys are starting to hit veteran runner level. Almost.
Yeah.
Okay. A person who looks like they're the artsy stereotypical director with the striped shirt all the way across, the tight black pants, the stupid looking beret, and for some reason they always have a scarf on despite it being in the summer, comes by with a megaphone, just kind of glances around, peers at wherever you are, and then just moves on. All right, so Kennel and Horatio, we're waiting on you.
All right, Horatio, if you would like to start driving, I will start chucking explodey things.
Oh, yeah. Let me just double check my driving deck, because I think we're going to do a lot of that. I think the focus here is all on speed, right? Because if you're a wiener, right, you're not going to go slow. You're doing it for the thrill. Wow.
Wow, I was gonna say the first one that I want to throw will be at long range, and then short range, and then long range again. Which going with that many hits, that's gonna be some quick throws.
Okay, so you don't wreck.
Yay!
You just at one point you come up on the curb, and then come back off of it, but going so fast. And then Kennel, I need your roll. Your 3 rolls.
All right, so long range is at a -3. Here's the first one. That's a lot of hits. I would like one of those to go close to the guards, and then one at the building, and then one at whatever's within range for the third throw.
Do you want to hit any of the guards?
And
Like how close how close to the guards do you want to get them? Do you actually want to set them on fire?
Yeah.
Or do you
why
just
not?
We're scare them.
Via the Halloweenos. Why not? So yeah, screw it. We'll let that first one land at the first grouping of guards outside the building.
What's the damage on those?
God. Halloween or Molotov cocktail is 9p, AP -6, fire damage. And it is -3 per meter fall off.
Okay, you launch this thing. One of the guards straight in the face. Like you hit him like on the visor of his helmet, and it just splashes down across him. You hear him screaming and patting himself, trying to put himself out. His buddy is also on fire, trying to roll and put himself out, but there's just more fire around them because Molotov.
Just because this is too humorous to me, I'm gonna fire up the vocal modulator to mute to like change my voice so it doesn't sound quite so deep as me. I'm gonna raise it up a little bit higher, and I'm gonna start yelling, "Stop, drop, and roll," because I'm helpful that way.
Oh, they totally would shout.
And then are you ready for the second throw, Mr. GM?
Yes.
Oh my god, that's one
I
hit.
need you to roll scatter.
I kind of want to edge, but I really don't want to edge.
Yeah, if you don't edge it, I need scatter.
All right, so what's the scatter? 2d6 on this? We got an 8 on the scatter.
Okay, so it's going away from you, thankfully. Oh wait, no, that's hit. No, and then 1d6 as well.
And I got it.
Okay, so yeah, you throw this one. There's a second set of guards. They hear their buddies screaming. They're running over to the sides, to see where they're going to be. And it lands behind them and actually hits the building itself and sets it ablaze. At least the side of it ablaze.
Hey, it got the job done. And then for the third one, which will also be at long range, is going to be the high explosive grenade. And we're throwing it just back toward the building. Are we on the same side of the building as the roll-up doors, like the loading bay doors, or are we on the opposite side of that?
Either way, you guys could have planned this out beforehand.
We're going fast enough. I think we would circle the building.
Okay, because I would like this third throw to go toward the one of the roll-up doors.
Yeah, like I picture you guys like going in a U shape. So coming in from the east, like the northeastern side, cutting around that, going from north to south on the western side, then the south, and then going from the southeast to the southwest, or vice versa, however you guys wanted to do it. And I'm slightly sad it didn't come back towards you guys and set the car on fire.
How is it when I have the reduced dice pool, I get 6 and 7 hits, and when I have the full dice pool, I get 1 hit? Yeah, so that's 6 hits to get it by one of the roll-up doors.
Itself completely knocked off the railings, and you hear a loud crash after the sound of the explosion dies, and you guys are speeding away.
We'll turn on the thermal smoke. And there's going to be hideous laughter coming out of the speakers.
I'll fire 4 or 5 shots out of the shotgun. Not really aiming it because it's thermal smoke, but just pointed back toward the building. Just pop, 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 pop.
Okay. And Horatio, can you actually make me a dodge test?
Gladly.
At each corner of the building, it's something you probably didn't see at first. Well, actually, you guys didn't see it first. A gun raises up at each corner of the building, and as you're driving away, one levels off at you and fires off a 10-round burst in your direction.
Ooh, what's the penalty for that? -9?
Yep.
I blame Juliet for not seeing that, mainly because she's not here, and also because it was her job to scout this place out.
Up from below this, an assault rifle comes up and fires off in your direction, just trailing after you, but it has a hard time because your pass has a hard time shooting through the thermal smoke. The bullets just hit the ground behind you as you guys speed away. Now, improv. Shortly after the first Molotov hits, the host itself goes on alert. Well, an alert is raised, I should say, not the host itself, but an alert is raised. Things just kind of go on a heightened sense, and the file that you have a mark on is decrypted.
Okay.
Now, Snoop just shows you the traffic itself, doesn't it?
Yeah, so basically, because it's showing me the traffic, it's like, well, they're accessing this part and this file and stuff like that. At the same time, because I already have a mark on it, and now that it's decrypted, I also want to do an edit to like look around inside it, to basically match with the Snoop data.
And go ahead and make me the edit check then. And I'll tell you what's going on here. Actually, 3 edits.
Sure.
There's probably going to be 3 separate files that you want to access. Are you happy with those amount of successes?
Yeah, for now. I'm not editing anything right now. I'm just looking and seeing what's in here. Like, I can make a software check if you'd like to like recognize what the code does.
No, this is just to see what's going on. There are 3 separate files that are popped up. Oh, 3 separate skill softs that are activated. One is automatics, one is pistols, and then another one is blades. Or clubs.
Okay.
Sorry, not blades.
Okay.
One is Lone Star discount security for automatics. Pistols is the Lone Star personal defense, and the clubs is just a Lone Star riot control.
Okay.
And you see in the automatics, because I guess Snoop would give you this information. You had 6 for automatics. You had 10 more pistols and 24 clubs.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, I can absolutely get in here before anything goes off, crack it, and actually, once it was decrypted, right, from my Snoop, how much time was there between the decryption and when the data went out?
It was about 3 seconds after the alert, which was about, again, 3 seconds or so through the Molotov. And you would guess by the time it was all downloaded, when the grenade itself had gone off.
Okay, it's mostly just because from Improv's point of view, she's thinking realistically, if she set herself up the same way she did here, right? Would it be reasonable for her to think that she could have enough time to shred the stuff once it's decrypted, but before it goes out? If not, that's fine.
No, it took about 6 seconds for everybody had started getting stuff downloaded and ready to go, and it looked like it was an automatic. It looked like it was an automatic response by something on the host doing it, not necessarily a device or individual devices.
All right, that's fine then. Once it's decrypted, I'm not going to nuke them from orbit because I'll get host converged, but I can use Shredder. First time anyone's ever used Shredder. It'll be good enough for our purposes because they don't have the time to rebuild the file.
And what does Shredder do exactly?
You have to rebuild the file with a computer plus logic threshold 18 interval 1 week extended test.
Whew.
Basically, it's like you fuck up the file and then you scramble it all and you put random junk data in it as well. So it's all messed up. So which means that at the very least they're gonna have to start diving into the archives, which is gonna take more time. So it's all about time. But yeah, I can absolutely do that, and then I'll probably try and get set up there. The nice thing is because Shredder uses an edit file. If I'm already set up in here, when the response goes off, I can edit them like before getting into Matrix combat theoretically, and then I can nuke their RCC and their Decker while you guys are dealing with the physical. And theoretically, the physical shouldn't be that bad because obviously I'll prioritize automatics and pistols. So if you and our guys are fighting people, and maybe I'm not as lucky, at the very least they'd be melee armed, which clubs against machine guns doesn't work out too well.
Makes perfect sense to me.
Are we basically gonna wait for Tar to actually do the attack?
That's completely up to you guys.
So the equitable player wants to say yes, because I would like Rabbit to be a part of it, because this is kind of what Juliet does. Is just fucking shoots everybody a lot until they die of explosive ammunition. But there's also the part that
Well,
just kind of wants to do it.
Yeah, because this is kind of a side thing. However, this is looking like it's gonna be if we steal all the good stuff, right?
I mean, yeah. I mean, if we steal all this, we're setting ourselves up. Because like, we found some black site shit. I don't care about that. Why the Improv's like, I'm not getting involved in that shit. I don't know what the fuck that was, but I don't want to deal with that.
Whereas if we steal all this stuff, we can do our Fight Club thing. We can make the chips to start distributing on tarps on the side of Touristville.
Yeah, dude, we got chips. We got a drug. We're fucking good. We're just set up. We're just gonna do this,
And
Yeah.
and I'm expecting this to be a big combat because
There's a lot of people.
70-ish guys in there. Even if we eliminate the 36 with the softs, that still will relieve.
Yeah.
44-ish, right?
We are gonna have our guys, of course.
Plus the drones.
Well, remember, you guys actually didn't scout the entire building. You guys
so
counted about 70 in the two levels, the two areas that you looked.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a minimum, right?
But we have our guys. We have the battle bus. I will theoretically be nuking their RCC and their deck. So they're going to lose that access.
Those turrets might be on automatic.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, I can also try that. If I can find that, if I can maybe like overwrite IFFs or something, all that good stuff. Luckily, if combat starts going down in this host, I'm fairly certain I'll be fine because its attack is kind of shit. So I'm pretty confident I'll be able to defend against whatever it's doing.
Yeah, it's kind of like hitting a host that's meant for distribution and everything is not that dangerous.
Well, I mean, by law of large numbers, I'll lose eventually. But
true.
But I mean, I can definitely help out while you guys are doing that. But I mean, just me nuking their Decker and RCC is gonna help a lot. Because with the RCC gone, the whatever drones they have are gonna have serious issues.
Yeah, because then we're just looking at basically pilot rating on the drones trying to shoot us. Because if they lose the RCC, I doubt they have individual softs on each one of those, just given the cost.
Yeah.
And this is a factory in the Barrens, so stuff's gonna be fairly cheap,
including the replacement eyes that security guard's gonna get because I set him on fire.
Oh no, one's dead.
That's one down.
Hey, look at that. I'm already thinning out the opposition.
There you go. What kind of gear did their actual external security guys have?
They had line coats and submachine guns.
Okay, so they're laughably outclassed by like our guys is the thing, right?
Oh yeah.
So I mean, yes, we're outnumbered, but we'll have the element of surprise. Our people are individually better. They're gonna lose most of their matrix abilities quite quickly. The worker and the thing is, remember, their security plan clearly relies on being able to augment themselves with a large number of workers, right? And again, eventually, we also have to look at it from their perspective, right? These guys are security dudes for like a beetle making company, right? And they've been told if shit kicks off, these dudes, all these workers are going to turn into fucking John Wick and help you. But then that doesn't happen, and they're all getting shot. they're not going to stick around.
We're also not sure if these people even want to be here because we haven't seen
Yeah.
like a large number of them actually walking away or anything. So if we blow the doors off the hinges and we start yelling, now you're free, get out, we might be able to create some chaos with them running out.
Yeah, that works too.
I'm sure you can tell from the echo that I'm recording this in an empty room. In 4 days, my family and I will be back in America signing papers to buy our new home. And as such, almost everything I own is packed and waiting for the shuttle that will take us to the airport here in Medellin one last time. I'm working on a new project that might be of some interest to at least a few of you out there in actual play podcast land, so stay tuned. Once I have a functioning studio in the new house, I might be able to put some things into motion. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.